Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty nifty and pretty cool news we get to go and talk about. Now, this is more in regards to the brand new PlayStation Plus, where, funny enough, because it's now out in certain regions, we actually now have official information. We actually have official lists and official games, and of course that comes with a little baby bit of drama, but as well some very intriguing stuff when it comes to licensing, copyright, and overall we have literally every game that's out there as of now. So we'll kind of have a chance to compare that to America and other regions too, and I'm going to show you guys all that too as well, because at the end of the day, it's actually kind of cool, and it does kind of seem like Sony's finally doing something with the PlayStation Plus and finally launching and all that type of stuff. I feel like this has been kind of leaked and rumored for like 5 months now, because it kind of started off with the Project Spartacus, if you guys remember that. We covered that a lot on the channel, and now we're like finally seeing some movement, which is kind of cool. So we have a lot of things to go talk about, a lot of fun things to go talk about, little things to ramble on into. I hope you guys are going to have a fantastic day. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console Controller. Definitely check on the Amazon links, because we've been seeing the emails being sent on out. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below, the Weeble and Coinbase down below. We got the everything else down below, and I appreciate you guys so much for existing and watching in the first place. You guys are all lovely, and I love you guys all to bits. I appreciate you guys all so much for watching in the first place. So, as you guys probably have known, we do know that the PlayStation Plus is kind of slowly upping up its game. Now, as you guys know, it's slipping over here to America in the next few months, but right now it's coming out in Japan. So really quickly, we mentioned this before, but it's kind of like it kind of seems they're bumping up and up and up, where they now have God of War, Nickelodeon Smash Bros, and a few other games too with the PlayStation Plus offerings coming out in the next week or so. So kind of cool, it looks like they're putting in more games. But as well, we actually do have the Japanese lineup that's now been officially announced, because with this brand new service now officially coming out, it's going to be a slow rollout. So say Europe and America and stuff like that will be in a few different areas. And as well on top of that too, the new service officially launched on May 23rd when it comes to that. It'll be launching on June 13th in the Americas and June 22nd in Europe. And the launch game lineups for the Americas and Europe have yet to be announced. So when it comes to every different type of region, there is different, what's the word for it? There's different licensing rights or music rights or game rights, or, sometimes in Netflix, you're in Canada or in Europe, you have a different offering, because every country has their own region and different stuff. You know how it is. It's just how it is. So for this, it might be slightly different from what we have in America, but this is probably a pretty good extensive list of everything. I'm not going to fully go into detail on everything. I'll probably ramble as I'm kind of showing up some games too, because there's a little bit of issues, and even some of Sony's games are not even included, funny enough and weirdly enough. So we just have a lot of stuff to go talk about with this one. So as you guys know, there's 3 different tiers. Normal PlayStation, baseline. Then you have the deluxe and the extreme, pretty much. And with that, you have a chance to stream games or check out old games. And this kind of is more on the advanced side. So these are more for the high rollers, or maybe someone who wants to update it for a month or 2 or 3 months or whatever and go from there. So like I said, all the new Japanese games now have been officially launched, and the new service is now officially live now in Japan. So first and foremost, I got to give a big clap to Sony. They said they wanted to do it. It's been obviously being worked on for a while. It's kind of cool. Now, for us in America, though, we still have a few more weeks. As you guys can read, June 13th. So we have 2 weeks for it. And I'm sure we'll have a slightly different list. And I'm sure there'll be there's been hiccups everywhere. We'll get to that in a second. It's the juicy stuff. But it's kind of crazy that we're actually finally now doing this. We've been hearing about this forever. So yeah, so basically here's going to be the very first big game launch titles down below with the game catalog. And there actually is kind of cool, because there actually is some PS5 games too as well. I'll try to highlight the cool ones and spend more time on that. So as you guys can kind of read and see, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, available. This is all available with PlayStation Plus Deluxe and Extra. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I would say worthwhile. Assetto Corsa, never heard of it. Ball Wonderland, keep on hearing very good things about it. Control, fantastic game. Love that it's also included in the PS Deluxa. Actually, Crisis Tales, I've heard good things. Demon Souls, absolutely worth playing. Absolutely, 100%, per zillion percent. Love the game, especially as Elden Ring. Foreclosed, haven't heard of it. Ghost of Tsushima, great game on that list. If you guys get your PS5s or just got them, please play that game, one of my favorite games. Ghost Runner, fantastic indie game. Very cool on there. Not sure what I'm Dead is, or MXGP is as well. Maneater is a cool fish game. Worth playing, worth checking out. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy literally just came out too as well. Not that long ago, pretty good. Miles Morales. We also just saw the announcement yesterday from the Spider-Man coming to PC. Super cool, love it. Monster Truck, I don't know if you like it, sure. NBA, cool. Returnal, great game and great value. We're actually seeing a pretty good list where if you guys just get your PS5, I usually like to go and recommend to people that if you just get it, maybe you never had a PS4, or maybe just didn't have a lot of these games, get the updated PS Plus, do it for like 3-6 months, or just like the next time you can like binge video games hardcore, Christmas break, whatever it may be, and then go and play a lot of these good games. And then you can just go down to a lower tier, whatever, it's fine. I'll say add more games. Tennis is whatever, Artful Escape, whatever, Wreckfest, not bad, whatever. So good list so far. And then there's a lot of PS4 games. I'll go scroll through it kind of like somewhat slowly. If I see some other ones like City Skyline, great game over there. Death Stranding, great game. Dead Cells, great game. There's a lot of like good indies too as well. Far Cry's, Frostpunk, great game. I've played a lot of these on my Twitch stream. Make sure you guys follow the Twitch stream. Ghost of Tsushima, Killzone, Humans Fall Flat over here, Mahjong, Little Nightmares, Little Big Planet, Neo, great game, Nidhogg, great game. Like, a lot of these are really good game. Overcooked, like, you guys can probably see a lot of these. And the reason why it's so cool is because this is, like, literally the list. Like, this is, like, the end-all be-all. Shadow of the Colossus, Shenmue, like, we're seeing Tennis, Legend of Heroes, Surge, Tokyo, Until Dawn. I actually just played that on my stream because I'm getting hyped up for the Corey. Trials Rising, all the Trials games, etc. And then another big thing is on the game trials. So this is kind of the more of the bigger things, because this, in my mind, would probably be one of the higher things over there. So yeah, good stuff. Cyberpunk, I would say worth checking out the trial. And some of these actually are longer than expected, like slightly higher. We have Elix 2, Farming Simulator, great game. Horizon Forbidden West, I think that's also for 5 hours, I believe. Hot Wheels is whatever. Hyperdimension Neptua, whatever. Tiny Tina Lands, that's going to probably get outdated pretty quick. Uncharted 2 as well. But also, they also have game trials even for PS4. So Biomutant, meh. Cyberpunk, not bad. Elex, not bad. Farming Sim, Horizon, Hot Wheels. Like a somewhat similar list. And I'm sure as time goes on, they'll add more, remove more, add more games and stuff like this. We also have the game catalogs too as well. So these are like the PS1 games, which this is like a little bit slacking, I would say, on the very like start. Like, I don't really want to pay extra money just for like a few games. I can just buy them. But Ape Escape, Everyone's Golf, Oddworld, Tekken, Worms, Jack and Dexter, all the Jack games, Echo Chrome, a lot of these, dude, like, whatever. There's some of these that were probably just weeby games out there. Beyond Two Souls, Castlevania, Demon Souls. Like, we're seeing like a lot of the OGs over here. Lost Planet I saw. Like, there's some okay ones. This is why I kind of feel like a lot of the Resident Evils. That's why some, and like Ratchet and Clanks, like a lot of these I'm kind of like, like maybe if you want to do it for a month or two, or maybe you really like retro games and want to check out old games, sure. But some of these aren't that good. Like, there's some mediocre ones mixed in. Like, they're like Borderlands. Like, there's like some not bad stuff for PS4 games you may recognize. So this is like the overall list for the Elite PlayStation 5 Japanese edition, and a lot of this stuff will probably be translated over to the American version as well, in case you guys are curious on what offerings you guys will get and what other things you may go get as well. Now, the intriguing thing, though, is that there actually has been some licensing issues. Like, I saw some stuff up on Reddit where some people are as well, where they're like, hey, really cool game, they're looking like impressive and stuff like that, but they have a lot of issues with the streaming too as well. And I really am in the same boat where I just don't really want to spend the extra money on this. And it's also kind of crazy too, because like some of their first party titles that Sony themselves have made and like paid for the development stuff, funny enough, we're not ending up on there. So a good example over here is like Resistance too, where only Resistance 3 showed up, because they actually have the whole trilogy on here on the PSP game and stuff. And it's kind of a good point, because that's basically like Horizon not showing up. Now, if they want to do it just for money, and like they want to like have you buy the game, sure, like we could get that, sure. But like for some of these games, they're kind of older PSP games. So it's kind of weird. Maybe there's just like a really big licensing issue or something crazy in Japan. Maybe there's some issues with like Sony America versus all that. We're not 100% sure. It can kind of go maybe either way, but at least on the bright side, at least we have seen it and like we know the list. And ideally though, as I mentioned, like we'll have other things out there. Like hopefully we'll have other more better games in the American system. We probably have like maybe like better licensing rights, or Sony America has more control, or maybe in Europe might even have a slightly different list. But I think this would be a really good reference to see, like, would you want to have the deluxe? Would you guys want to have the extra? Where do you want to spend your money? How do you want to spend your money? All that type of stuff. So I think it's kind of intriguing to go and see this, where it's all got leaked out here as well. So kind of give me your thoughts, because I'm still probably going to stand by the PlayStation Essential. Like, I've played a lot of these games. PS Plus has some of these in the offerings too as well in the PlayStation Collection. I mean, if you're retro, the retro list wasn't even that big too as well, but I'm sure they'll add more and more will be added as time goes on. So I kind of want to see, what's your thoughts? Like, do you guys want to, like, you guys going to spend extra money? Are you guys not going to spend extra money? And all that. let me know in the comment section down below. As well, if you guys want to, we have all the usual sellout links down below, the Amazon links. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. You have the Amazon links down below, the Weebles down below, the Xbox down below, the giveaways down below, everything all down below if you guys want to check that out. And it's always kind of cool to go and see everything all leaked on up too as well. So give me your thoughts down below.